This time on HB Rocketta, my daughter's just having her breakfast. It's me and her today. She's 5. Today we're going to sail to, as far as we can get to really. We're in Plymouth. I've plotted a course of Falmouth. So I'm going to do a bit of voiceover for this bit. It's just the bane of every sailing video's existence, isn't it? It's wind noise. So my daughter there is just inviting me to join her on the foredeck for an exciting game of I Spy, and I am respectfully declining and just giving her the old chat about one hand for the boat and one hand for herself at all times. I'm just going up there to tickle her ribs really. Thing is, this trip was a very useful and fun bonding experience for the pair of us. I used to have a lot of trouble getting her to spend time with me because I used to work long hours and she wasn't as comfortable around me as she really should be, but things have certainly changed now. She's always pleased to see me, and we had a really great time. And when she's on the boat, she knows that if I say to her, stay in the cockpit and wait for me, she will. And you'll see in a minute, she gets involved whenever she can, and I always make a big deal of it when she does. So setting the sails and getting everything sorted out in what was a choppy sea. I mean, these were not ideal conditions for the first foray out with her dad there. I was hoping for a much less a lumpy sea and wind in better direction and sort of the right strength, but you know, we always hope for that, don't we? And it rarely materialises. She's just diving straight in there and trying to help me winch in that sail. And as soon as I leave her on the Todd in the cockpit there, she starts calling in the line up. She wasn't told to do that, she's just seen me do it and just wants to be involved. And it's a great thing to do. It's the way to keep them entertained, is to get them involved in everything you're doing on the boat. Explain what you're doing, get them to help, and whenever they do anything, no matter how crap a job it is, tell them what a brilliant job they've done. There she goes, look. What an angel. I'm so proud of her, the way she's done for this trip. Look, just looking around, calling up the rope. So we had, well, it was a southwesterly, and we were going virtually southwest, Plymouth to Falmouth. So it wasn't an easy sail. We had to motor to keep the speed up, and because if the speed had dropped below about 4 knots, it would have taken us far too long to get there. So we had no choice really but to run the engine and tough it out. Although she coped incredibly well with it, never complained at all. There she is, look. A bit of abuse there. Now she's climbing all over her dad, which just never used to happen. Makes me very happy that we're doing that now. She's obviously loving it, which is great. So that was the start of the day. The weather did improve. Yeah, and the wind did come round a little bit to a bit more sort of south-south-westerly, but still not ideal, but good enough, good enough. You see there, she's having a great time. More I Spy to come, my God. Quick update then. Karina is asleep. I've given her one Stoogeron. She's feeling a bit pukey. But she's having a good time anyway. To be fair, her spirits are high. She's doing so well at this. I'm so proud of her, really. It's amazing. Sailing, the wind is just starting to pick up a bit now. We're on course, we're managing to sail and be on course, but we're having to motor sail a little bit now. It's 10 past 10 in the morning. We've still got a long way to go. If I ever have to play I Spy again, I swear I'm going to slash my wrists or something. God. So here I'll talk about a fog bank that has come in. It was, you couldn't see more than 150 metres in front of you really. And it just came out of nowhere, summer fog bank, quite dense, and we were in it for probably 300 metres and then it was all gone. We passed through it quite quickly, and I have to tell you that I was very, very pleased with the AIS. Made it. We're cruising in the fun. 10 hours. 10 hours. Yeah, 10 hours. Yeah. This is making me nervous. Oh God, I was twitching here. So, I'm going pretty much down the middle of the aisle here with a headwind. It's about 15 knots. You can't see it on the water, but at head level you can feel it. And actually no tide to speak of. And all I've done is just got the bows pointed over a bit there, and I'm giving it a kick astern because I know that the prop walk will bring the stern around a bit more. And my plan here was to get the boat so it was pretty much straight in, and then just motor forward a little bit to straighten it up and bring it to a stop using a little bit of a stern. It actually worked out very, very well. The boat didn't touch anywhere, and even when I step off the boat, it looks like the boat's moving, but it's really not. I just stepped off onto the pontoon and put my hand on the grab rail, and that was it. It was all over. No stress, no mess, no fuss. Job done. And of course, I knew at this point that once I'd got the boat alongside, the wind would press it against the pontoon, and that it wouldn't go anywhere anyway. So yeah, that worked out quite well. No, come this way. See? Well done. That's good. So you just stand there so it moves a bit because it's floating here. So just stand there. You're going to tie, sweetheart, and then you can save your tie this up. Tie that around there, just wrap it round. That's it, then a figure of 8. Very nice, well done. So she's arrived in Falmouth after a 10-hour trip that started at 6:30 in the morning, full of the joys of spring, bouncing around and ready for the next adventure, and that is exactly what I wanted. So very pleased with that. The next day, as promised, I took her to soft play with an old friend of mine that I've known since I was 20. So 20-something years, nearly 30 years, a long, long time. And he said something that sort of rang true, Falmouth just feels like home, and it does to me. I spent a long time there in my youth, being very, very drunk with my brother and having a lot of fun. And every time I see Black Rock and the lighthouse and sail around those waters, it just feels like home. It's one of those places. I love being there, and it's well worth a visit on your way to anywhere. I would say it was an ideal jumping off point for the Scillies or anywhere else you want to go, really. The marina facilities were fantastic, great showers, and the bar up there now is called the Upper Deck. Now I remember it when it was the Marina Bar, and then the food was absolutely spectacular. It had a sort of a Greek theme, and you could get, well, the most amazing seafood and steaks and stuff. I've heard rumours that it's not so good now. I've not tried it, so I don't know. But it used to be very good. So for all the facilities there, they're charging currently, for my boat, my length is about 25 quid a night. When you've got a little one, when you've got the gribble on board, that's worth every penny. For the convenience, really, and for the zero aggravation of being right on the roadside there, no dinghy rides ashore or anything like that. So for our summer adventure, that's where we're going to go, back to Falmouth and jump off from there, and we'll probably do Foy on the way. Final update for today then. Safely alongside in Falmouth. Queen has had an amazing day. She's done so well. You wouldn't believe she was 5 years old, you know. Incredible. And took minimal entertainment, really. We did a bit of drawing. We played I Spy. I don't ever want to play I Spy ever again. Fantastic. She, of course, will remember this as a good sail. And that opens up a world of possibilities. Yeah, very pleased. So we just came alongside in Falmouth here, which was really easy. Phoned them up on the way in. They said, yeah, berth, whatever it is, H20, I think. And you saw the footage of me coming in. I was bricking it about that. I was not relaxed about it, but it all went very, very well, very easy. No bumps to the boat or anything else. So all that remains really is to get a good night's sleep, and then we sail back on Sunday.